Hello, this is George Ryan Love. I am running for the office of Mayor of Hamilton County here in Tennessee. I just left the JFK Club luncheon. Okay. My opponent, Alice Brown, spoke. She may have had her thoughts together, or better, but she systematically fails to mention some key points. And that's something that I've suspected, but now I'm disturbed by. The uniting of the Victor Miller for Sheriff campaign and the Alois for County Mayor campaign. Now, she says, to help raise extra money and get the word out. Now, she spoke about jail overcrowding, and that's an issue. Got it. But the real solutions are to this person. Now, point one. We've got to deal with what's called the prison industrial complex. That means the billions of dollars and the companies invested and people being in jail. And the Wall Street money's behind that. And all the other industries that profit off of people being in jail. So there's a vested interest in these jails being overcrowded. Felons can't vote. Okay? Also, there's big bucks being made off the phone calls. Big bucks made off the crappy health care. Yes, he said there are several federal lawsuits about jail overcrowding. That's right. But also are there lawsuits that are about health conditions and health care and treatment of inmates. But the solution to jail, the sheriff can say, okay, everybody go home. No, that's not going to happen. We got to think critically. We got to see through the bullshit. We've got to see through the bullshit. Point one. There's a constitutional amendment that protects us from excessive bails and fines. But I don't even know what that means. I don't even know if you do. Okay? If you know what excessive bails and fines mean and how you codify that into law. Another thing. We have racism in our criminal justice system and classism. Okay? A bail set has to do with number of repeat offenses, the nature of the crime, okay, and sometimes it has to do with your race. It can't. Judges will jump up and down and say, I'm not racist. Okay. You can sell me ice, but I live in Alaska. I got plenty of this shit, okay? Now check this out. So, also, in other speeches, Ms. Brown talked about SROs in schools. But I'm like, we got 39 SROs and 79 schools already. Okay, you talk about safety in schools, but all the school shooters out there, Columbine, Parkland, they're like these rich, disturbed white people. Okay, and last one of them was on social media talking about how much you people. Then we hear about there's no follow up on that. So, kids out there, if your peers thinking about shooting somebody out on social media, you tell someone. That's it. Okay? Another issue we got to talk about. I'm talking about seriously talk about. Is the proliferation of assault weapons in our society. So check out the Cold Dead Hand video that Jim Carrey put out. It's hilarious, but it's to the point. Okay? But most people in Tennessee are really sensible. Okay? When it comes to guns. We got to follow up on this. Like when we have PTA meetings, teacher meetings, talks with students. So, we're gonna have, let's say we have the council do this gun talk with the kids. Take it to all the kids. Identify how many kids have access to guns, parents who have guns, and how they're secure. Okay? And then we got to talk to parents, educate parents. Keeping your kid away from guns. And parents making sure your kids don't have access to assault weapons. Okay? So parents have got to take responsibility. The community has to take responsibility. And we've got to kick out every single politician at every level of government with ties to the NRA. So this whole brand new Congress, young Democrats, progressive movement around the country. We got to focus on that. We've got to combat the proliferation of self-arms here and abroad. That's a big key. Okay, so, and also, as far as safety goes, yeah, we need to hire SROs at all the other schools. But here's the problem, though. At least Brown, we need to hire them at all the schools. But we've already got some at a part of the schools. So you're omitting facts. You're omitting facts. You don't know them or you're full of bull. Which one is it? We acquiring minds want to know. You're omitting facts or you're full of bull. Okay? And we are so close. We got to stop pulling punches. She's omitting facts or she's full of bull. She does touch on some. I even talked to the lady that brought me the thing. Yeah, she touched on that. But what she didn't touch on was the financial incentives in incarceration and punishment and so on and so forth. Didn't touch on we have no standard of what accessibility fines really are. Even and then a lawyer is saying, okay, the Constitution protects my constitutional accessibility and fines. This is excessive. But we need to codify that into law, what that even means. Okay? We have a constitutional amendment that I don't know how it's going to be applied and how you would win a case on and say, well, this bail is too high. On the other side is saying, well, it's supposed to be high. I don't want them to get out. So, we have to really think about that very seriously. Jail overcrowding. Okay? Why are people going to jail? Okay? You talk about jail overcrowding, but you want to lock up homeless people for loitering and panhandling. That's all of them. They don't have no money. They're going to starve. Jail overcrowding. The war on drugs. The fact that black people are 10 times more likely to get locked up than white people. What's the sheriff going to do? Enforce the law. Okay, don't lock up as many black people for weed and lock up more white people for weed. What? Come on, folks. Come on. And Victor Miller, he's a candidate. He works in homicide. Okay, which is great. Now he'll tell you, when it comes to gang violence, the socioeconomic issues that breed gang violence are a big problem. When you shut down a housing project for gang violence, they're going to go somewhere else. But there's nothing you can do about that. Okay, we got Chattanooga City operating as well. So the county mayor got to work with the city on their policies. What the hell are you, the city police, the city hall. That's a big key. We got to work with Burke and the city council. But you got assholes in the city council who lock up the homeless people. It's the problem. You got racism in the policing. Okay, I went out to the west side. I didn't see anybody out there running for anything. Only public official I saw there was the police. Now, we need to think about that. Okay? We need to think carefully. I know I went all over the place, but there's so many issues, though. You got to think multidimensionally, not a static, linear, bullshit expose. You got to think multidimensionally. Life is not linear. So, here's what you got to do. You got to get your butt out to vote. You got to get out there and say, this guy, Mr. Love, his hand is on the pulse of what's going on. Okay? I live in Avondale, but I'm running for the mayor of the whole county. But by living in some of the most impoverished areas of the county, we can talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay? There's food, shelter, and so on and so forth. Okay? My peers work but require multiple jobs to have a standard of living. I got peers that have no paid maternity leave, pop out a baby and get right back to work, or they won't have a home for the babies. We got to keep it real. If I didn't have my job, I'd probably be homeless. If I didn't have my check and just the dummy job, I'd be homeless. With all those degrees, I could probably do something else. What about everybody else that wants someone to do right by them too? I'm here so I can speak for people who live in poverty. Want a living wage job. Want health care. Want benefits. Want accountability when you got racist police officers and racist 911 operators. They want industry to come back to the neighborhoods. They want infrastructure. They want good streets, good roads, good educations. But you got to focus on ESL education. You got to focus on special education. You got to focus on teacher-student ratios, teacher pay. You got to focus on the amount of money teachers have at their disposal. Focus on all this stuff. So I'm all over the place. Yeah. Life is not linear. Everything, you have to synthesize. Everything relates to everything else. The interrelationship. Political science is the study of the relationship between people and institutions. Okay? The people in the schools, the people in the police, the people in the criminal justice system, the people in the government, the relationship in between the two, the special interest behind, the rich people running for office who don't know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck, trying to get people to the polls because you're the first woman mayor. You got to come up with something better than that. Cozy up with a sheriff candidate. We're not addressing poverty. We're not addressing excessive fines. Not addressing all the money being made to people in jail. Okay? Not addressing the racial bias that's going on in policing. You're missing the boat. You want to solve problems, but you don't know what the answers are. But you want people to think you have the answers. Build more jails. So, fill them back up. We need to move to county control of the jails, not private control of the jails. Public oversight. It's important. Okay? Stop contracting private companies to manage our inmates. Because they have a profit motive, and I've got a people motive. Thank you. Be sure to vote April 11th through 26th. May 1st, the primary. We'll take it back. Thank you.